So she said, "I'll call you when I get the anal beads ready." So, that's just.
I mean, if you gotta take me, I can catch a bus ride home, man. If you gotta go, you gotta go.
I don't know. We'll see what happens. But hey, we're here. Remember the last time we stopped in here was what's this place called?
Oh yeah, we went down to that curiosity shop down the block. Yeah.
Yeah, they got a pretty sweet doorbell like ringing thing when you walk in too.
It's too spooky for me. I'm not.
All right, let's go in. Let's go in real quick here. Let's see what's going on tonight. Wow, that was spooky.
It's too spooky, man.
Whoa. Oh, hey, there's Remy. Hey, Rem, what's going on, man?
Hey, what's up, guys? What you up to?
Oh, hey, we thought we'd stop in again. It was a pretty awesome time last time we were in here. Who's that? Who's? You got another like shrunken head here? That one's like normal size though.
Believe it or not, this is not the half shrunken head. This is my wife, Marie.
Oh.
Hey guys.
Hey, Jesus Christ, it talks.
Jeez, you gotta prepare us for that stuff, man. Come on.
We just went down to the weed store down the block. I'm sorry.
That normal size shrunken head is really talking, man. Well, we talked about like some cool stuff last time. We talked about Ouija boards. You know what we didn't talk about? You know what the scarier, almost just as scary as a Ouija board, a Jumanji board. We forgot about that.
Oh my!
Don't fuck with Jumanji.
Don't. Yeah. Listen, I probably shouldn't have even brought it up.
Man, Robin Williams can tear a house up. Let me tell you, that man knows demolition like no other.
Yes, he does. So we're gonna leave the Jumanji where it's at. Ouija boards, they're okay compared to Jumanji.
Yeah. So
is this a 1996 Jumanji board or a 2000? Jumanji
they
board?
turned into a video game after
true.
that. So yeah, one of them.
If I can open it up if I can find Karen Gillan in there, though, I might play it.
I mean, you're right. You're not wrong there.
You're not wrong there. Adam, did you write your apology letter to Robert after making fun of him in the last episode?
I sent him a pigeon, actually.
Okay,
a humming pigeon. I figured that was probably closer to the time period of when,
Yeah, that was very era appropriate of you, I think.
Yeah. So hopefully the homing pigeon made it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I don't even know if it was a homing pigeon. I don't even know if it was a pigeon that just found a bird outside.
Just found a random rat outside. Yeah. You look like a bird.
Yeah.
Just threw it in the air.
Be free. Go fly. Find Robert.
Flat.
Turned around and walked away.
Yep.
My deed is done. So that was pretty cool last week. What kind of weird stuff we got on for tonight?
Okay, so tonight what we're talking about has really nothing to do with any object in the shop. It's kind of the stuff that occurs in your brain, specifically when you go to sleep at night.
Yeah, fuck that place.
Yeah. Sometimes it can be a really great place, but
I hope you brought protection because I got a dirty mind.
Ooh.
Sometimes.
All right, sorry, the shop's closed. Everybody out.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'll see myself out.
So Marie's actually he's seen us come in last week and he hired some bouncers.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's right, bitch.
You gonna roadhouse me?
Yep.
Roadhouse.
This is for the other fucking show, but Jake Gyllenhaal filmed a scene at the UFC tonight for the next Roadhouse movie.
I saw that. He looks pretty ripped.
He does. Well, he looks ripped, and he actually threw a pretty good flying knee from what I saw.
Oh,
because they had him do like an actual fight during the thing, but that's the other show.
So hey, well, speaking of the other show, everybody that you're listening to now is involved in another show, what I call the Big Brother show of the Curiosity Shop. Why don't you guys say something about that for a minute, in case people found this and not the other one?
Listen, Eddie, you take over from here.
Yeah.
You didn't get much talking time.
Yeah, I gotta get in and out before I pass out again. So this week's episode, you're gonna find we finally got McLovin to stay awake past 10:35 p.m. our time, and he attempted valiantly to defend himself. You'll have to tune in to see how it worked.
It didn't go well. It didn't go well for him.
Marie might have gotten her shotgun out, and she's ready to go hobo with a shotgun on him. So
yes,
you want to see what happened you'll know when it happens, because I get extremely loud for a few seconds.
On the Adam and Eddie Dumb Show. Found on the same places.
Might have to change the name if we keep having all these people on.
Yeah,
call it the Dumb Show.
It's just the Dumb Show. But anywhere you can find same place you found this episode of the Curiosity Shop.
You
Spotify,
should be able to find the other one.
Apple. Yep, Adam and Eddie Dumb Show. Check us out. Check it out. Check it out.
We're up to what are we up to?
We're season 2, episode 5, and I think that's 37 episodes so far.
Closing in on 1,000 total listens.
We're getting there. Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy.
I'm not sure who's out there that's like, hey, this is right up my alley, but I'm glad you found us.
Yes. Yes, thank you so much for listening. Keep listening. For both of us, just check out our Facebook pages, Adam and Eddie Dumb Show and the Curiosity Shop, and let us know how we're doing, and give us some feedback on stuff. Maybe give us some ideas to talk about. It'll be fun.
Remember when we used to beg for engagement and then we just kind of gave up?
We're like, fuck, screw those guys. You know what? I think they prefer us just going on our own and doing whatever we want.
Yeah,
exactly. That must be it. So, but. Okay, all right. So deepest, darkest parts of our minds tonight, huh?
Yeah. I think everybody here and the people listening along, we have all experienced some sort of whether it was a bad dream, whether it was a night terror, sleep paralysis, fever dream. Everybody's experienced one of those, and usually they have some pretty weird stories to tell.
Yeah, like recurring nightmares.
Yeah.
I'll raise my hand for that one.
Yeah. So maybe let's just. I think a good place to start with this. Somewhere that we've all been before. When you so the three of you, when you were children, do you recall just having awful dreams, like horrifying dreams all the time?
Yes.
Yeah, I wouldn't say I had a lot of recurring dreams. The only dream that I can remember having as a kid that I had more than once. Well, there was one specific one, but there was a theme to mine where my ability to scream, fight back, or anything was completely inhibited in all of them. So let's say, like, I can remember I was in my house during my dream. I was in my house and I looked down the alley. There's an alleyway that's right down as soon as you open the front door, there's an alleyway that goes the whole way through Punxsy. And I remember looking out, and like for for some reason I saw just a deer running up the alleyway, and I wanted to yell and scream and like just yell to everyone, "There's a deer out there!" But nothing would come out of my voice.
Mhm.
That I distinctly remember that. I remember other times where like I wouldn't say like there was like something bad happening to me, but it was something like where I needed to fight back, but my arms, like anytime I throw a punch, it was just like my arms were like noodles. There was no weight to my punches or anything like that. I couldn't defend myself or anything like that. Um, and I feel like that is something that happens to other people. Those kind of dreams where you can't scream and you can't fight.
Yeah. So I'll give a brief explanation and then we will move on.
Yeah.
Because I don't have. I remember as a child being plagued with bad dreams, but never really a recurring dream.
Mm-hmm.
But what I did experience, or what I kind of remember experiencing, was that my brain would always pick out a certain part in my household that I was afraid of, and
Mhm.
I would always have to, in the dream, like get around that part of the house without like interacting with, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
for example, like in the dream I was afraid of something in the bathroom in our hallway, and I had to like get across the house and go past the bathroom without like something happening. I had a lot of those dreams growing up, but like never a recurring theme or anything like that, other than just a, a specific location in the house that I was like I needed to move past.
Yeah. Yeah. I think I guess I'm old enough to not really worry about admitting this, but my first bedroom in my house, in the house that I grew up in, was directly across the hallway from the bathroom, and I couldn't go to sleep without having that bathroom light on. Ever since I lived there, so I think it was just like a creepy place. I hated being able to look out my bedroom door and just see a dark room. Is what it was.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm not afraid. I was afraid of the dark as a kid. I'll say it. I'll say it. Screw it.
Yeah.
I'll say it. I
Yeah.
was afraid of the dark as a kid. I didn't like it. I didn't like to be in the dark sleeping I'd always have to either, when I eventually got my own room in another room, I'd have to sleep with the TV on and all that.
I was like that too when I was a kid.
Yeah. And I think it's kind of translated even further now. I can't go to sleep without the fan on in the room. I need to have that sound.
I'm that way now.
Yeah. Yep. That's what that has translated into adulthood. Like, yep.
Yeah.
Same here. Yep. And thank God my wife is like that too. So yep. I don't care. The middle of the winter when it's freezing out, fan's still on. In the
Fans
room.
on. Yep.
Yeah.
See what
I
helps
don't-
with us? We have
I
an
don't-
air purifier.
Yep.
I don't think our ceiling fans turned off since 2017.
Yeah.
I miss having a ceiling
Yeah.
fan.
Just that poor thing is on its
So-
last legs and it's just clunking around.
So now I've been able to get past having a dark room because my wife needs to have it dark. But having that constant fan going, the sound. But now, since it's a fan, I also always have to, no matter where I go, I need to have like, I need to feel like a fan blowing on me for some reason now too.
Yeah.
But recurring dreams, the only recurring dream that I had is, it wasn't a scary one per se, but I think Eddie, you'll like this. It was a dream where I was in this old Gothic church. It was really dark. It was nighttime, and it had like a glass ceiling. And for some reason, I can distinctly remember two figures crashing through the ceiling the ceiling windows, and it was Rocksteady and Bebop.
Hell yeah.
From Teenage Mutant Ninja
Hell
Turtles.
yeah.
That's all I remember is just them crashing down through, like glasses coming down, and but then it wasn't like necessarily scary, but that's all I really remember from that particular dream. I think I would normally more or less get dreams that would cause me to have deja vu during the day. Like when I'm awake, I'd be like, holy shit, I feel like I've seen that house before in my dreams, kind of thing.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But that would fuck with me too.
So I have a complete opposite. I have 2 recurring nightmares as a child, and I don't know if you want to hit the night terrors yet or not, because that leads to a second part that Adam sort of hit on.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, maybe we'll go there after this.
Right.
Yeah.
So the recurring nightmares as a child, I put in the chat 2 stuffed animals. You'll see.
Mm-hmm.
They were routinely
Hulk Hogan.
Yeah.
Hulk Hogan pickup.
A Hulk Hogan, my buddy, and then also like a pillow buddy dog thing that has hair and like a tie.
Yeah, that looks like it's straight from like a R.L. Stein
Yeah.
TV show.
Yeah.
So I had actually had that dog, but the one in the nightmare actually isn't that dog. It is Fred Flintstone instead, but has that similar structure of the square, the legs, and the arms that are kind of dangling on the side.
Mm-hmm.
So it would be at my old grandma and grandpap's house, where I would be having some sort of dream and I'd be in the house and either like just messing around in the living room or whatever. And one of those 2 dolls would come sprinting out of the bedroom from nowhere and chase me and try and drag me back to the bedroom.
I'm trying not to laugh at that.
Yeah. It's funny as an adult. As a 4 and 5, it stuck with me from like, because those were like 4 to 6 year old dreams.
Yeah.
So those were
Fred Flintstone.
So and like when he would run, like
Hulk Hogan.
Like their arms would like flail like Attack on Titan, basically. Like they would just like bounce side to side.
Yeah.
So there was that one.
There was like some weird distortion kind of going on.
Or if I would hide under the bed, under the bed from them, like they would drag me out from under the bed.
I'm gonna get you, brother.
Or I would try and get under the bed, and there'd be like a bunch of those like we used to have like the old cheap like just metal frames, that were just connecting 4 metal frames. But there would just be a bunch of metal bars under the bed, so I couldn't hide under there, or they would collapse on me. It was weird. But that was like a recurring nightmare for like 3 years. Like it would just boom, 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 boom every few months. The other one would be, I can't remember the specific details, but I know that if I would have the nightmare of being chased by something, I would wake up, stay awake for like 20 minutes, go back to sleep, and immediately
resume.
Like, it was like hitting pause on it, and it would immediately resume said dream.
Oh man,
those are the worst.
Yeah.
But it was like, and it was always around like October. I could count back to like, oh, it's Halloween season, so something around here is fucking with me, and I hate it. But I can't recall the exact details for that.
Did you watch scary movies as a kid?
As a kid, my favorite movie was and still is Ghostbusters. So like I had that thing memorized when I was like 3.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Actual scary movies like see, for that time period it would have been Child's Play,
Leprechaun,
The Exorcist, not The Exorcist, They're Coming for Us from the TV.
Ernest Does Halloween.
Yeah, I mean, I love that movie too. So,
Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen movies.
Ernest Scared Stupid. Thank you.
That's what it is. Yes, thank you. Yeah, I did not like that movie. I'll tell you that.
I love that movie. The best way to kill them is with milk.
Yeah, get the super soakers out. So I wonder if that does correlate to, you know, some of that, the dreams of being chased by these things.
It probably does because I watched tons of movies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'll wait till the next part though for the sleeping in the dark section.
Okay.
It'll correlate to later if we hit that in the show.
Marie, any recollection of either like bad childhood dreams or recurring dreams?
I'd say as a kid, the only thing I can remember, and it sounds really stupid now, but like terrified me, was I would be stuck in an infinite like slide, and it was like covered all the way around, and Barney would chase me.
Hell yeah.
I'm gonna get you.
And like sometimes it would be like full of stuff.
Come here, you little kid.
Yeah.
That's like that sounds like that's like where they get the idea for Poppy's playtime kind of stuff. Yeah, like,
Honestly, it was like that. Yeah.
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 Like-
Five Nights at Freddy's shit.
And I'd say, as far as a recurring, which I mean, this started as, I would say, young kid, and this still happens now. My dad loves storms, and we would always watch Twister growing up.
Oh.
So I will always have dreams of me dying in a tornado. So I'm convinced one day that is how I'm gonna die.
I need you to go a little bit further, one more step further. When we get the warning, what movie do you turn on?
Oh yeah, I put it on.
It'll be
But that was like a
what?
tradition in our house because my dad was such a huge weather guy. You know, growing up, he always had like 3 or 4 weather alert radios, and they'd all go off at the same time. And
Yeah.
he'd put on the movie Twister, and you know, so
Yeah, what better way to celebrate an incoming tornado
right.
than to just
the classic film.
So I know you're like 2 or 3 hours away from us, Adam.
Yeah.
But last year, I think we had somewhere around in the 40s of tornado warnings.
Jeez.
Like we had 40 tornado warnings throughout the year.
That was fun.
So
Oh my goodness. Yeah.
it's like super changing around here for us at least.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is very rare that we get a tornado warning where I live. There's places around where I live that there's like a tornado watch at the most.
That's
We just
usually
had a
what
tornado watch the
it'd
other
be.
day.
Yeah.
Yeah. But where I live is very hilly and valley, hills and valleys.
Here
So
too.
You've been
yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
It's just wild. Like they'll touch down for like 5 seconds maybe, but it's enough to do whatever.
Yeah, we where I live, it's like if something touches down, it's on everybody's Facebook page. I'm sure where you guys live, it's like it's like an everyday occurrence kind of thing. I'm sure something like that. Maybe not an everyday occurrence, but like nobody gives us much.
It felt like in the last summertime, it was every day. Like
Yeah, it did.
Sigourney and I just hanging out in the basement for 2 hours.
Well, and what's bad is, I was gonna say 2 years ago, where we didn't have a house. We just had an apartment. So it was like, all right, get to a room, shut yourself in it, and pray, you know.
Wait.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah. So put on Twister as a kid whenever there was a Twister coming.
Yep.
And then, you know, it translated into this you are materializing it in your sleep.
I've also went through a microburst once too.
Oh,
so that
yeah.
probably has something to do with it.
Yeah, there's been microbursts around us more than tornadoes have happened, actually, that I can count. So, and it's only been a handful of times. So, yeah, I can see why, you know, you could definitely have recurring nightmares about tornadoes, about being in an enclosed space like you said, like going like through like a slide or something that's enclosed. You know, maybe that's like part of the, you know, get down under, you know, in the basement, no windows or anything to see out of. You're in an enclosed space. It could be possibly part of it.
Damn.
Hmm.
Never thought of it like that, but
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. Mind works in mysterious ways.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Okay, so I guess from here let's go into maybe another territory that some of you have some experiences with here, which is night terrors, which I personally I don't think I've ever had. I don't know that I would ever say I had a night terror.
Mhm.
It's the only thing I know how to classify it as for me. Like, so we would do our rounds of phasmophobia from
Mhm.
God, what was that, like 6:30 p.m. until 11 p.m. So just 5 hours of straight spooky.
Yeah.
Straight ghost busted.
Yeah. So I would go to bed. It didn't happen like immediately when we were playing it. It took like almost until like 2 or 3 months before I quit playing it
Yeah.
for all this to happen. So I would just go to bed, you know, normal. Have a show on, turn on the timer for like an hour, hour and a half, fall asleep. And
Mhm.
it would happen at that mythical time. It'd be like 3 a.m. to like 3:45 a.m.
Oh, it's the worst.
I would
Yep.
wake up out of nowhere and I would just feel like something was watching me, like somewhere in the room. And I wouldn't
Yeah.
want to look, and I wouldn't want to look anywhere. And I would just feel like my skin was like full of goosebumps and like all the hair was standing up.
Yeah.
And like I just didn't want to look anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I would just like lay there and put the blanket up like a little kid, like up to my chin, and just kind of like keep my eyes closed and just be like, all right, nothing, we're good. We're just gonna
Yeah.
fall back
Yeah.
asleep. Or I would give in and I would just grab the remote and turn TV on. I wouldn't look anywhere. I'd
Yeah.
just be like,
Yep.
remote TV on. All right, we're good. Lights on.
There are stories that I've listened to about people who claim they wake up in the middle of the night and they get that same feeling, except they actually see a shadow figure watching them.
See, I never looked around to find out.
Yeah, yep. I don't, but yeah. They would say that they would see them.
Mm-hmm.
They would close their eyes. Some say that they would fall back asleep for a little bit, wake back up, shadow figure would get closer,
Oh,
go
yeah,
back to
no.
sleep. It's and this might actually tie into sleep paralysis, so we'll leave that part. We'll get to that part then.
Yeah.
But the personal experience that I have with night terrors is not myself, but with my daughter.
Mm.
And so I can't say I don't think that she was conscious when she was getting hers. It feels like you were conscious.
Feels like
You
I
were
was.
waking-
It
yeah.
feels like I was.
So it sounds like you were conscious when you were getting these feelings. You would wake up and you know and be in this state of terror. You know, so I do feel like that does qualify as a night terror from that perspective. But you weren't paralyzed. You could move if you wanted
Yeah,
to.
yeah, I could
right?
move if I wanted. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, like I could
Um,
sit up out of bed and look around, or I could.
Yeah. But you were like,
So this
nope. Let's just not move.
Yeah.
yeah.
I
So
chose
this
not
was
to move.
yeah, I was going to say this was like a conscious choice, like you were so like you wake up and you're so terrified even though you don't necessarily know of what,
Mhm.
that you're just like not willing to
Yeah.
even look in a direction.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And by the time I would calm myself down, I would like get on my phone and look. It would be like somewhere between like 2:30 to 4:10 in that general range. And I was like, oh, that's so close. Like,
yeah.
then I would freak myself out more just by be like, oh, it's so close to that hour. Like, oh my God. But
dude.
but once I stopped playing that game and would stop doing all of the things that we did in that game, haven't really had it. I'm waiting on next week. Next week, Sigourney leaves for 8 days.
Yep.
And I will guarantee I will do what I did when we played the game, and I still kept playing the game after having some of the night terrors. I would turn on like a Govee light and put it on like a light purple or something, so it wasn't a full bright light, but it was just some sort of light, basically like a night light.
Yeah.
And I was like, all right, I'm good now.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but when I had the light on, I felt safe. So, like a small child.
Yes.
When I was okay, so this has nothing to do with night terrors per se, but when I was in college, I would my roommate and I both, like most weekends once we were upperclassmen, we would stay at the university. And occasionally, like not always, but usually Marie was up there too, so we were kind of together. But sometimes she would go home and I would stay at the university. And there was one weekend where my roommate left, and Marie also left, so I was in my dorm by myself the whole time. And I get back at like 6 p.m., watch some TV, do some homework, that kind of thing. And like really the second it starts getting dark outside, I'm like already uncomfortable. And I was like never a person growing up to be super afraid of the dark or anything. But yeah, like I can distinctly remember that night. Like I was like, nah, it's whatever. I'll just go to bed. I'll go to bed a little early. It was probably like 9 or 10 o'clock. And I laid down and I just like, I'm the kind of person that sleeps in total darkness if possible. And I just like, I was absolutely terrified for whatever reason. I had the heebie-jeebies. And yeah, same as what Eddie said. We had like a RGB kind of light bulb in the room, and I set it to just like a really dim, like red or like the pink sort of nightlight color, and I slept with it on because I was just like so uncomfortable for whatever reason, and like I didn't want to look around the room. I didn't want to be in there at all. So like I get that feeling for sure.
Okay. What do you think brought it on?
Yeah, I don't know, because like I have no problem like being, like I had done it before. I had been in the dorm room before by myself. I had stayed long weekends up there by myself, or all kinds of stuff. So it wasn't like out of the ordinary, but I don't know, there's just something about that night. Like I remember getting back to the room, and even like when it was like 8 o'clock and I'm just like working on homework, hanging out, just being super uncomfortable in the room. And I was in that room all the time. It wasn't, nothing else had changed. And
yeah.
Yeah, I don't really know what it was, but yeah, just incredibly uncomfortable for no reason. Just sort of feeling, definitely that like someone's watching you feeling.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I was set mine to like 10% or so on that light setting.
Yeah.
So I might have to figure something else out, because we just switched the lights out and put the old tall one in the living room, and we got I call them the bedroom headlights, because there's one on each side, but they're like a smaller bar, but we mounted them to the wall to point outward, because she wasn't happy with how they lit the room up when they were pointing at the wall how they're supposed to.
Yeah. Marie, any instances of like a night terror or anything like that you can recall in your life?
Have you been haunted by a jizzy couch?
Not yet.
Bunch
I've
of dead
actually,
babies.
oh gosh, had kind of only once that I can remember. No, I take it back twice. What Adam explained.
Yeah.
I woke up and the one night I was still living with my mom, and like my room, you could kind of see into the corner of her room from my bedroom, and I opened my eyes and I swore she was standing in the doorway,
Oh
like
Jesus fuck.
like
Hmm.
going to say something to me.
I don't like
And I
this.
just remember, yeah, I just remember looking at her, and nothing happened. It was like, okay, well, maybe she's gonna get ready for work, and I went back to sleep. That was that. Um, the second thing, uh, my grandma had just passed away,
Mhm.
and different house, also still living with my mom, and just woke up from a dead sleep, and I don't really know where in the room, but I saw like something, and it just felt like it was watching me, and it was like, ugh. And I remember telling my
Yeah.
dad about it the next day. And okay, so this would have been actually after my great grandma passed away. And I
Mhm.
told my dad about it the next day, and he was like, your grandma said the same exact thing. Like she
Oh.
saw someone, and it was like,
Mhm.
maybe she was checking up on all of us.
Yeah.
Well then.
Yeah. No.
Yeah.
No. Listen, I can validate you on that. Macy was very very close to her great grandfather. Um, it was surprising how he was not in his 90s when he passed away. He passed away the year we found out that we were having a Ryland. But this dude was resilient. He was at Pearl Harbor when it happened.
Oh wow.
Oh,
And
wow.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
and he was a freaking fighter. I'll tell you that much. This guy within the last 5 years of his life had survived a car crash that resulted in him, and he was the passenger, and his fourth wife, I think it was was the one who was driving. We don't know when the crash occurred. We don't know how long they were in the vehicle. It could have been a day, a complete whole day from the last time that they were had made contact with anyone. But they were upside down in a vehicle in like a ditch kind of bog, like back in the woods where they ended up. So, and they were super resilient and made it through that. But it was a couple years after that that he did finally pass away, natural causes.
Yeah.
But my wife Macy, she was super close to him, and even to this day, Rylan is 10 years old now. So, and even to this day, she still has not completely gotten over his passing, which just goes to show you how how close she was to him. But
Yeah.
shortly after he passed, she claims that she woke up in the middle of the night and he was right there in front of her,
Yeah.
and clear as day kind of thing. And she felt, she says she I think she says she felt good. She
Yeah.
closed her eyes, things were fine, she was able to go back to sleep. So um but I just want to validate you, that could have possibly happened to you as well.
Yeah.
um but
I don't know how I'd react to that.
I know.
The first one was a little freaky, but the second one, I don't really remember being too freaked out. It was like, ooh, that's weird. But yeah, I went back to sleep. So.
Jesus fuck,
Yeah.
that probably been me.
Oh my god. Can you do this during the day at least? Can you
And
give me a
then
call?
another big thing. So what's it called? There's a movie that me and Remy watched. Okay, yeah, it's called The Fifth Kind. I don't know if you've seen it.
Fourth kind.
The fourth
Oh.
guy's like aliens, I think.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I think.
Then maybe it is the fourth kind. Okay, yeah, it is the fourth kind. I lied.
That movie's crazy.
Yeah.
I can, if it's 3:33, like I have to occupy my brain.
Oh no, I haven't
Because
watched
that's when
it.
the
So
abductions happen in Anchorage, Alaska, that this movie was based off of.
yeah.
And yeah, so like as soon as it hits 3:33, it's like, oh shit, let me just close my eyes, you know?
My brother told me, I haven't watched it. My brother told me he says there's something to do with an owl that
Yeah.
shows up.
Yeah.
The
It's
owl
like, I
hangs
don't wanna-
outside the
you know what?
window.
I don't want to, I don't think I need to watch that.
You
It's
should.
wild.
It's a good.
I know,
enjoyed it.
I
It's
know,
good.
it's like I feel like I might be interested in it, but there's just that level of spookiness to it that I can't do.
Well,
Can't do.
and at the end, in the credits, they like play actual like voice recordings of like people calling the cops and being like, "I'm seeing this thing," blah blah blah.
Yeah, yeah.
It's wild.
I don't think I need to watch that. It's
You
kinda
watch
spooky.
it. Watch it at like 8 in the morning with the lights on.
Yes.
Started at 3:33.
No, no.
No. um. Well. With Rylan, my 10-year-old daughter, she would get the night terrors that occur when you're not conscious. You don't know what's happening to you. She has no recollection of it the next morning of it happening.
Aw.
This would occur. It was probably around 5-year-old, 6 years old. She has thankfully moved past them. But what would happen? This would be almost every night, multiple times a night. We would wake up to her screaming, yelling,
Oh
crying
gosh.
every night. I'd run over to her bed. She'd be sitting up in her bed, just inconsolably crying and screaming. Sometimes she would be pointing to places in the room. Sometimes she would be talking,
Mm.
but not making much sense, not answering questions, but just completely inconsolable. And it would last for at least 10 minutes or so every time. It was very disturbing at times, because you can't, like I said, she was inconsolable. You could hold her, I could hold her, I could squeeze her as hard as I could to just try and calm her down, and it would just not affect her one bit.
Yeah.
She was genuinely in terror, and you couldn't wake her up. It was like, you know how they say don't wake a sleepwalker or anything like
Yeah.
that, but I would try, and there was no way to get her to wake up. She would eventually just calm down and lay back down, and I would say, "Are you okay, honey?" And she would say, "Yeah," and then she'd go back to sleep like nothing would happen.
That's crazy.
That would happen almost every night, if not multiple times a night. So
Didn't you move? Didn't you move houses recently?
No.
No, not recently, but like after she was 6.
No, we've been in
Okay.
the same ones. You might. We were considering moving at one
Okay.
point for sure.
I was gonna be like, did you
we
move
do-
houses to stop complaining?
Yeah, right. To further the whole house thing. I don't think I've been in my attic for 6 years now. We have it closed. We have it locked. We have it closed, and we don't go up there. So just to kind of add to that, to let you know what it's kind of like here.
You ever watch
maybe
Paranormal Activity?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, I have. And
You should go up there and see if there's a picture up there.
no thanks. No, I don't want to. No thanks. No.
Maybe a future episode is telling the creepy stories and things about our houses and lives.
Yeah. Like
oh my god, I got one for that.
Oh man.
Yeah.
our attic has like separate rooms upstairs too. Like,
Oh.
Oh,
yeah.
no.
I can give you
Yeah.
a preview of that, and it makes sense for some of these things. I probably should change where my bedroom is. Now that I'm talking about it, because it would make sense for some of the night terrors. The people that built my house, their kids live across the street from us.
Oh,
They found their dad dead in what is our bedroom.
Nope.
yes.
Oh,
Sweet.
oh, man.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we're saying it now. Next episode is creepy house and paranormal shit episode.
Yeah, okay.
But yeah, we found that out maybe 2 years ago
Oh,
because he came over to show, like, I needed help with something,
Yeah.
and he came over to look at something, and because he's like a contractor,
Yeah.
mhm.
so I was like, hey, can you come over and look at this and let me know
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
So he came over, and like he got up to that area where you can either go to our bedroom, the restroom, or the dining room, that little
Yeah.
three-way area. And he just stopped and he looked. He's like, man, I haven't been in this house in X years. I was like, oh yeah, what happened? He's like, I found my dad dead right there. I was like, oh,
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 okay.
Well,
man.
That's where
okay.
he strangled himself while jerking off.
Why you gotta try to make these ghosts mad, Adam?
Betty has to go to sleep after this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, we just gotta laugh about it now.
Alexa, turn on mood light.
Turn on the sexy music again.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So those are night terrors for sure. What about sleep paralysis?
Okay, so I have had the unfortunate bad luck. But I guess I am the unfortunate one who has been plagued with sleep paralysis in my life. So this started out, and I didn't know at the time that's what it was. But the first time I recall having it was late high school, maybe junior or senior year of high school.
Okay.
And later, I like at the time I didn't even know what sleep paralysis was. I didn't really know much about it until a mutual friend of Marie and I's. She did a project in college on sleep paralysis and kind of told us some of this stuff, and it was like, hey, that sounds familiar. But it happened a couple times when I was around that age, and then I hit about sophomore to junior year of college, and that's when it ramped up. Some nights I would have it multiple times per night. For a while, it was happening every night consecutively. Not necessarily around the same time, but yeah, most of the times I've been lucky that I was with Marie during that time. So like she would try and help wake me up, which sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. But there's too many experiences to kind of go over them all, but I'll hit on some of the hot topics here.
Were you able to vocalize during these experiences then, so that she knows?
No. Okay. So I am when this happens, I am totally aware, but not in control at all. The only thing that I can do physically is, and this is kind of like a dead giveaway for her that it's happening, is I will be breathing like so fast and so heavy, like hyperventilating style breathing.
You're totally immobilized.
Yeah. Okay, so the first time this happened, I was laying in my bedroom at my parents' house, like I said, around high school age. And it was a Saturday morning. Like when I was in high school, you know, I would sleep until like noon on Saturday or something. So I opened my eyes, and it was it was like broad daylight, late morning, lots of sun coming in my room. And at the time, my bed was sort of my bed was in the center of a wall, stuck far out into the room. I had a pretty small bedroom. Um, I'm just laying there, kind of looking. I was propped up a little bit, so like looking out at the bedroom a little bit. I could tell that it was bright outside. And then I blink, and blink as fast as a blink is, and my blanket is gone off of me.
What?
Yeah. And I'm staring there for a second, and then I blink again, and at the foot of my bed is the shape of like if a person draped my blanket over top of them entirely.
Oh, fuck.
And it's like,
Shit.
it's my blanket, it's my room. The light is shining in exactly as it was. And I'm just like petrified, standing there staring at this thing.
Yeah.
And then I jump awake, and the room looks exactly as it did. Like the lighting is the same. That, you know, it's all exactly as the blanket is on me. It never left my body. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, just for that split second, there's a person standing at the foot of my bed with my blanket off of me, draped on them, and then I sit up and I wake up, blink, and gone. And it was like, wow, what the fuck was that? You know?
Yeah.
So
that happens so quick.
Yeah, and so that was. I just passed it out, you know, like I go downstairs because immediately it's like, okay, well, I'm done. I'm up.
Yeah, I'm up now. Yep. And you're trying to figure out what the fuck just happened. Was that real? Was that just a dream?
Yeah. And like my parents were up, my sister was home, and like I go downstairs and I tell my mom like this really strange thing happened, and she's like, yeah, you know, sometimes you like wake up mid dream and like your brain's not like, you know, she's like, oh, you might like see remnants of the dream as you're kind of coming to, or you might be a little confused. And I was like, no, I don't know how to describe it, but I was wide awake. Like I was very aware. And she's like, you know, of course, any parent is just like, you know.
Yeah, they're not going to try and freak you out. They're going to try and make you be like, you're just a kid. You were just sleeping. You're fine. You're all right.
Yeah, right. So we're like a couple months later now. And this time I wake up pitch black. I used to, like in high school, I always slept with my doors shut, no lights on, nothing like that. Really, the only light from my room, a little bit of like the street light outside would come in. But wake up, and I'm laying there, just, you know, as you sometimes you wake up in the middle of the night and you just like kind of stare for a second and like get your bearings.
Mm-hmm.
And I can hear kids playing outside. Like the sound of like a couple of kids sort of like yelling, talking, shouting, goofing off, laughing, that sort of thing. And like I'm laying there and it's like, man, it's like I went to bed late and then I was asleep and I just woke up. And like at the time I didn't even pay attention to the fact that like I couldn't move. I didn't, you know, like at the time I wasn't even aware that sleep paralysis was a thing. So I'm just like, just sort of staring there thinking like, wow. And then it's like, the noise is getting louder and louder and louder to the point that within seconds, it's no longer a couple of kids. It's like a full crowd of people, you know, like
a gymnasium full of kids.
Exactly. Yeah. Like hundreds of people laughing, talking, having conversations, yelling, and it was that to that point where things are like so loud that you feel like you can't even think straight.
Yeah.
And then I like sit up in bed, and you know, like I throw myself up out of the bed, and it's just silent.
And you're like, all right, this is enough.
Yeah, and it was like, wow, that was really. And so of course I like, you get up, you have a drink of water, you like sit there for a second and just sort of think about life, and it was like, man, what was that?
You're like taking it all in. Like, did I really hear all that stuff going on? Did you're evaluating what the hell just happened, and that's wild.
So this then like it doesn't happen again after that for a long time, and then fast forward to college. Marie and I are we've been together for a long time at this point, and so it was pretty normal for us.
Bro, I'm too drunk. I was so shook. I was like, "Who the fuck is Marie?"
There we go. There it is. Come back.
I was like, I thought I knew stuff about I'm gonna be quiet now.
Take a nap in your boom mic.
Yeah,
I did just put my face down inside.
But so we had been together long enough that like most nights, if not the entire week, I would say we would sleep in one of the other person's dorm room, and we would sleep in the same bed together.
Yeah.
And this was happening like not necessarily always seeing things or hearing things, but waking up unable to move. And it starts happening enough that I'm noticing like this is strange. It keeps happening. And I'm slowly becoming aware that I'm unable to move. I'm unable to talk, things like that. And I'm heavy breathing. And then Marie wakes me up. And when she wakes me up, I'm like freaking the fuck out, like pure panic attack mode, no clue what's going on.
Yeah.
And, of course she's like, you must have been having a bad dream or something. And it's like, no, I wasn't. I wasn't dreaming. I was just laying here.
Yeah. I mean, that's exactly what I would say. Like if Rylan were to do that and come to me and be like, hey, I was wide awake and something was like goofy going on, I'd be like, honey, you're fine. Just go back to sleep.
Yeah.
That was just a dream. You're just dreaming it. But I mean,
holy water over your shoulder.
In the back of my head, I'd be like, holy shit, what the fuck's going on?
Yeah, right. And she, after it happed a couple of times, she's like, I'm really worried about you. Like this keeps happening and you're not you're not dreaming. You think you're awake. And what she would say is when we eventually discovered when this would happen, she would look and my eyes were shut. But every single time this has happened, the room is exactly as it is when I actually wake up. If I see a time, it's the right time. If I'm hearing sounds in the room, they're the right, you know what I mean? So like my eyes may be shut, but I am 100% awake and aware of like the time of night or day, because it's happened some during naps. It's happened, we sit down on the couch and I doze off and then, it happens that, so it's always perfectly timed out. So I know it's not just like a bad dream. But maybe
you got that third eye.
Yeah. And so Marie's friend is doing this project on sleep paralysis, and she's like, haven't you talked about Remy kind of having some of these problems? And she was like, well, yeah, sort of. And they look into it, and it's like depicting how sometimes people's eyes are open and they're seeing this stuff. Sometimes it's closed. Sometimes it's
this time frame now or in college.
This was it still in college.
Okay, I was seeing if the test was something happening now.
Oh no. But sometimes it was sometimes it was a visual hallucination of sorts. Sometimes it was just you were laying there and you couldn't move and you start freaking out, and then suddenly the brain clicks and you're awake.
So like you're during this time of like immobilization and paralysis, you try to move your arms and your legs and they just don't do anything.
Yeah. Like, it's okay. So like, I've never drowned before.
Yeah.
Obviously, or I would probably be dead. But like
I haven't
you see
died
that
before, but
Welcome
Yeah.
to the curiosity shop where we resurrected Remy.
But like you see it depicted as someone like absolutely flailing out of control. And in my mind, like I'm trying to so hard, like because when it hits, it is like balls to the walls panic attack just instantly. Like there is when I realize what's happening, for some reason my mind is just like, now is the time to freak the fuck out.
yeah,
And
that
yeah,
the flight or fight thing
Yeah.
kind of goes in, and your body wants to do both. I want to fly and fight at the same
Yeah.
time, but nothing's happening.
it's only heavy breathing, and sometimes I'll be breathing so hard that she said I'm like vocalizing. I don't know, what would you say?
Yeah.
Marie?
I don't know. You kind of make like noises. I
Uh,
don't really know how to describe it, but yeah, I mean, yeah.
Ooh,
Maybe you can
yeah.
ask McLovin. He can
Yeah.
demonstrate.
um
He's never moved once.
No.
Okay, so then the last one I have to share here, this was a while later. You know, this was like I had graduated
married.
from college. We were married. I had gone back to college for the second degree, that sort of deal. And I wake up and I'm in our bed, facing. There was a window right next to my side of the bed, and it was like very early morning, but like the sun was just starting to come up. You know, so like
It's like
that
5:30,
really
5:45 ish.
yeah, like it's still kind of dark out, but it's a little light, a little dusky outside, that sort of thing. You know, and I'm just staring out the window. I'm listening to the birds, that sort of thing, and like I had to get up soon, anyways, for school. And this is the most vivid one I have for sure. I feel, notice the word there. I feel two hands grab each side of my head. So like I'm laying on my side. I feel one grab like the top of my head above my ear, and one grab like down by my jaw and pull as if like opening my ear up. Okay.
Oh, okay.
And it's like uncomfortable. Like I'm kind of feeling like I'm struggling. And
Yeah.
I know Eddie's like,
Yeah.
get me the fuck out of here right now. But and then I hear this low, like you know, sort of like John from the Adam and Eddie Dumb Show voice, speaking like
Oh Lord.
super deep low, speaking in a language that I have never heard before, just like these undertones like whispering in my ear, just like nonstop. And I am seriously panicking. Like I am really breathing heavy and just like freaking out. And it's real enough that I can like feel breath like on my head. I can tell that something's right there.
Yeah.
And I can't break out of it. And like it's at the point now where I'm thinking like, why isn't Marie waking me up? Like she knows this happens. Like why isn't she doing anything about it? And then eventually like I jump awake on my own and she was still asleep. Like she didn't know what was going on the whole time.
Yeah.
And I was just like, the whole day I just could not stop it. Like I went to classes, I went to a high school after that and like taught a couple classes. Like I was so messed up from it for like days afterwards.
Yeah. I would be too. Oh my God.
Yeah, and like it was, you know, I knew it wasn't real. Like I know it's just the same thing in my head, but yeah, I was really messed up from that one. And it was that was the last really bad one that I've had in terms of like seeing things. But yeah, and I went downstairs later
Yeah.
that day, and I
Yeah.
because we were living with my parents at the time, I told my mom about it, and
Yeah.
she was like, "Well, let me ask you this: like, could you see it? Like, did you
Oh.
know?" She was like, "This thing that you were experiencing, could you see any of it, or could you just feel it?" And I had a really uncomfy realization, which I've told Marie before. Um, I couldn't see it, and this is going to sound really dumb, but like I know exactly what the thing looked like. You know what I mean? Like
Oh.
I almost like had
Okay.
this image in my head of what this thing was that was interacting with me. And like, I mean, I couldn't depict it for you if I had to, but like, I just had this picture, this image in my head, something that I've never thought before. Um, and yeah, like, yeah, Marie just put in the chat, like, I won't look it up because I seriously, if it's like a real thing,
Don't. Yeah.
I'll just, I don't know what I would do. Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. Let's not even look it up. But,
No, yeah.
but you have a feeling of what you think it.
Like, yeah, like in my mind after it was done and I woke up, I had this image in my head of like what this thing was that was interacting with me. And I don't know if it was just a part of the experience or what, but man, it was whack. But
Yeah.
I've
Listen,
had
I put something in our chat.
Yeah.
It's just says eye bleach.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to think about what it could possibly be.
Yeah.
But that's terrifying, and but it's definitely something that you're not the only one that this is happening to. There's
Yeah. And
whatever did come of that study.
so the project that she was doing was pretty it was kind of just like a baseline looking into it, but
Okay.
she referenced a documentary, and Marie and I a little later looked up that documentary and watched it, and I mean, countless people kind of depicting the exact same thing. Some people would see like aliens.
Uh-huh.
Some people would talk about shadowy figures. Some people would
Yeah.
see, dead relatives, all sorts of stuff, and it was all just like, I mean, it's all in your head, but there were some people that actually like, there have been some people throughout history who have kind of gone insane from it, like they're plagued with it so badly that, they stop sleeping, things like that, and then they kind of go crazy from there.
Yeah.
But yeah, and so the thing that we found, the more stressed I am,
Mm-hmm.
that's when it's more likely to happen.
That's the correlation there.
And this is the unfortunate thing, because once I tell people that I've had it before, they want to know like everything about it. But the more I talk about it, usually the more it will happen to me. So
Well,
Oh, great.
I feel
Great.
like,
All
yeah.
right.
Hey, let's
I'll
change the
message y'all in the
subject.
morning.
yeah. So I will maybe next episode we will recap if I went
So
to
it's
bed.
either going to be a recap or a
The show's over.
in memoriam.
Well,
in
that's
memoriam.
Yeah. But yeah, it's one of those things like I'll tell people about it, and then I always make the comment like, yeah, but it hasn't happened in a really long time, and then like it always happens that night. Like it just never fails. Now
let's
most of the time,
flood you with some positivity then. Let's
yeah.
flood you with if you're gonna get sleep paralysis, let's get let's get Sidney Crosby as like the person that visits you. And he
just scoring unlimited goals.
Exactly. Let's get Sidney Crosby to just show up during your sleep paralysis and be like, "Hey, bud, how about that goal I had the other night? Hey, that was pretty sweet, right? Here's a signed puck, and here's my my hockey stick, you know. I'm just
Yeah.
gonna leave him here for you. Let's do that. Let's have a positive sleep paralysis moment for you. Let's be
Yeah.
like, you know, well, since your wife's in here, I'm not gonna say anything. If you could just get naked and dance around, Marie.
Yeah.
If you don't mind, for him.
It would
That's what
go a
you're gonna
long
need
way.
to do.
I already did earlier. Thanks.
Okay, there you go. There you go. There you go.
But
Tie him to
Yeah.
the bed. He's gonna
Oh
be.
my
He's
God.
gonna be. Is that a scene from what was that? What was that movie?
That's from Captain America 4.
Okay. Oh shit.
He shows up to surprise Bucky.
he's got he's got Cool Whip over top of his nipples and his dangus.
I think it's
What was that?
not
Blue-
another teen.
Oh
move.
yeah, that's right. Because the
making fun of the high school Friday Night Lights.
Friday Night Lights, that's what it was. Yeah, where she comes out with just Cool Whip on her body. Well, this is this is Captain America.
Pre-Captain America, Chris Evans.
Chris Evans in the same. This is what's gonna be. If you do have another event.
Yeah.
Hopefully not. Hopefully not. We're all hoping not. But if you do, let's make it a good one. Let's put Chris Evans in a Cool Whip mankini, and
he's finally gonna like look behind him to see what's pulling in his head and his jaw, and it's gonna be Chris Evans and Cool Whip.
A Cool Whip. You know, it could be worse.
Yeah.
That's what we need. That's what we need for you.
So yeah.
I hope that happens. If
We've
it's the
got
case.
some recurring childhood dreams, some recurring adult dreams.
I don't like this episode. I'm feeling like it's a bad night.
Hey, welcome to the Curiosity Shop, everyone. This is what it's really all about: scaring the shit out of everyone.
Yeah,
Maybe you should buy one of those shrunk heads, Eddie, to take home with you.
I feel like I'm gonna need a dream catcher. You got a dream catcher laying around, guy?
Oh.
Well, I don't have a dream catcher, but I'll give you this monkey's paw if you're interested.
Ooh. I can wish for safety.
You should wish for safety, and if the pinky does close, then you should be fine.
Just keep in mind that every wish comes with a price.
I'll deal with that later.
Chris Evans in a Cool Whip mankini.
For some reason, I thought you were going to say Chris Hansen.
Chris Hansen. Have a seat.
Well then.
All right. Well, how about we just we close up shop after that? I say we should close up shop. That's a pretty good episode.
Yeah, we'll all sleep with the lights on tonight. And,
Probably. I'm probably gonna go upstairs and be like, "Hey, turn on this light at 5%." She's gonna be like, "What the fuck are you doing?" I'll be like, "Listen to this episode, and you'll realize."
Yeah.
The fuck I'm doing.
She'll never come around Remy again.
Yeah.
I mean, she might take Remy to church and just dunk him.
Just go swimming, actually.
Take a shower.
Stay in this water for a little extra time here.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're gonna close and lock up the Curiosity Shop, but I don't think we're gonna turn the lights out this week.
Let's leave the lights on. Let's leave the lights
on. But hey, if you like this, listener, consider following this podcast. Also consider following the Adam and Eddie Dumb Show. Follow us both on Facebook and listen to everything we put up because it's all really good.
I say maybe listen to this one first and then go over to the Adam and Eddie Dumb Show to forget about all the scary stuff.
Yep.
Yes.
Maybe we need to reverse.
Yeah, how we do this.
Yes.
Record the uncomfy one first while we slowly get more drunk, and then record the crazy one second.
I like that idea. Let's do that next time.
Trial and error.
All right. Everyone, thanks for listening.
Yeah. All right. Goodbye, everyone.